What's that? The chart? No, it's 1, 2, 3. What side ones?
Didn't they have?
Oh, there was a PSP one. I don't think that's involved.
Okay. Cool. So that's what's coming out, and since we're not taking a break,
well, we kind of took a break.
Well, since we're
with the pain of my leg.
Since we're not taking another break, I'm gonna get right into what's caught my eye this week. Now,
just to let you know, Ito said it's about time we're back.
Oh, okay.
I'm on Periscope right now.
Oh, Ito's on your Periscope?
Yeah.
Well, you know what, Ito? How come when I streamed, you didn't check it out, but Patrick's on for like 10 seconds, and here you go.
And Brian said you're looking fucking lazy.
Man, I don't like you
Angela.
guys. You guys.
Angela looks lazy.
I know.
Fuck Brian.
You guys joined his Periscope, but not mine.
Talk about lazy. That mofo works from home. Fuck his ass.
Where's that bleep when you need it?
It'd be like that.
All right, we're recording a podcast, not just a Periscope here. So this week's What Caught Your Eye is actually a product online called Craft Your Future. It's
how much crafting is involved?
Well, its tagline is discover your hidden talents from Azeroth, translate them to real life, and create the life you want. So what this is it's a self-help book based around World of Warcraft.
Oh, so that's why you said don't talk shit about it.
Well, I didn't say you couldn't, but so
you're trying to promote it, and
yeah.
But I just don't like World of Warcraft.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, obviously, there's a big following behind World of Warcraft.
Personally, get into it. Don't mean I'm going to knock everything about it.
And the thing about this product,
it's not like it's like, oh, look at here comes the World of Warcraft sexy calendar of 2016, and we know you'd be all over that.
Thing about it, it's not about World of Warcraft, the game itself. It's about the skills that you can actually learn in the game that can translate to.
What? Are you watching porno while we're doing this?
No, I'm not.
How old do you think I am? Jesus Christ.
18.
As long as the ID says 18.
Grass on the field. Oh, wait.
So it says, what if I told you that...
World of sex craft, Brian just said. Go ahead, do your thing.
Alright, so it says, what if I told you that the skills you've built in World of Warcraft can actually be translated to real life? And this is the concept of, you can help yourself by realizing what skills you actually have developed by playing, 365 days worth of World of Warcraft in your life and actually do better in your own life. It's a really interesting product, and you can check it out more at craftyourfuturebook.com. And I definitely suggest anybody who's interested, especially hardcore WoW players, to check this out. You can take a quiz on there and see exactly where you fit into this. Or you can buy the product first, and take the quiz later. I'm actually working very closely with the developer, somewhat closely, to develop this. I get no money out of.
I was about you must be my next question was, are you getting some skrill off of
I'm
this?
not getting paid for this. He is a business partner, an old business partner.
He must be a very smart old business partner because he's going to get the profits while you sit there and do all the plugging.
Well, all of my partners for my writing, I don't give them anything, and they do stuff for me, so just paying it forward. So basically, if you're interested, go to craftyourfuturebook.com, and at the very least take the quiz. The quiz is free, and if you like it, if you like what it says, then buy it. It's pretty cool, and it's going to be developed over time. If you buy it now, you're going to get updates and all that good stuff, so definitely check it out. Again, that is Craft Your Future at craftyourfuturebook.com.
Go check that out, even though I'm not a World of Warcraft fan, but if it's someone who wants to help do shit with our guys that are going to help our podcast expand, then...
Yeah, it's good for people who have those social issues and don't really understand why they have social issues. I'm not talking about...
So, this fool just got on Periscope. He's watching the feed. He's watching himself right now on Periscope. Jackass.
Yeah, I don't even remember.
Yellow.
I don't even remember where I was going with that.
Go check it out, son.
So apparently, Ito wants me to watch the video game podcast. Yeah. All right, Ito, I'm gonna.
Cats and podcasting.
Nothing else goes together better. All right, Patrick. So we do have a few stories, not a whole lot this week. This week was more about just.
You got any?
I got one.
I gotta get off Periscope before I can do my stories.
Hi, Jeremy. Anyway.
All right. Well, I gotta get into my phone and do some podcasting here. So I invited all my followers. I don't want to get off the damn thing now, but
I will actually say before we sign off on Periscope.
Well,
this is
I pretty much remember. I don't really have.
This is for Periscope, but it's also for the podcast. I actually plan on streaming a lot more of this during this for podcasting. So if you do have Periscope, if you do have Periscope, you can see some of the antics before and after and during our show. Definitely check it out, and we'll be streaming on Periscope. Patrick, I don't know what at Big Solo 64 is Patrick's, and mine is...
Well, it's basically off my Twitter.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's our Twitter, so we'll give them at the end, too.
You know, if you double tap the screen, it will show your face to you, right?
Oh, you have to double
well, this is my first time using it, but I'm just saying, fuck it.
Alright, so...
Double tap doesn't work, sir.
Apparently not.
Alright.
I think about double tapping a zombie.
So one of the stories I had...
I told you... Go ahead. No, you go first.
God damn it.
Go ahead, go first.
One of the stories I had was basically that Capcom says look for Resident Evil 7, but they ain't gonna do jack shit with Devil May Cry right now.
You know how to tap it right there, Pat.
Yeah, I know. I know how to tap it real good.
Apparently you weren't doing very well a few minutes ago.
Your sister has no complaints. Anyways, so
because you got no material, so you have
but yeah, anyways, so I didn't really read too much into it, but I guess they're going to be talking about a new Resident Evil game, Resident Evil 7. And my thing is, if it's like Resident Evil 6, that can kiss my ass. I don't have no desire at all to play another game that was like Resident Evil 6. So, but look forward for some Capcom news for Resident Evil 7. I got 3 periscopes going on at the same time, all cameras facing me right now.
I take it that has nothing to do with that multiplayer one that I showed you guys, right?
No, it's supposed to be, that's something completely different. But another thing for Devil May Cry, I was hoping for a new Devil May Cry game that wasn't that other Devil May Cry game, which was fun, but
the DMC one.
Yeah,
You didn't care much for it.
I liked it, but I don't know. Like after the hype of what Devil May Cry 4 was, like to me that's one of my favorite ones, and then it was just like a complete off the wall thing.
I thought about wanting to get sale, but I was like, I'll wait until it rotates around into the free side, or that, or
I bought it.
That, or you did?
I bought it like last week.
That, or since I'm back to a 2 income now, I might just say fuck and just get it anyways.
Oh, shit. So go ahead, Mr. Whitey.
Oh, so my story was no. I just wanted to say that the last update, although there was a lot more, and I'll probably cover more of the PS4 3.0 update.
Cat looking at you? He just sits there.
I don't know. There's a bug over there. The PS4 3.0 update just came out recently,
Annabelle.
and so one of the cool features is you can actually now stream to YouTube. You can stream to YouTube gaming from PS4.
You got 3 jackasses all on Periscope at the same time. This is just hilarious
In
to
the
me.
same room together.
Can you turn it?
But anyways, so you can stream to YouTube?
You can stream to YouTube gaming now from PS4.
Uh-huh.
You cannot do it from Xbox One, at least not at this time. I'm sure eventually it'll be there.
Oh yeah, well, stream like while you're playing?
Yeah, you stream your gameplay to straight to YouTube now.
So, but I mean, like live, like when we do the Google Live Hangout
Yeah,
thing.
you can do that with PS4 now.
Oh.
Yeah, so.
And it will save the recording?
Yeah, assuming it just does the same as when you do Hangouts. Yeah, I might start using that for my PS4 gameplay rather than Twitch.
I'll have to
Just
check it
because
out.
I don't have much of a following on Twitch. I do have a small one, but I don't have much of one.
I got 7 followers.
I got more than that.
And
but
2 of them were sitting in this room.
I got more than that, but honestly, like during my streaming, I usually have maybe 4 people come on if I'm on for like 2-3 hours.
I don't even think Brian's following me. You follow me there, Toolbert? I know Ito is.
Ito follows everybody.
Damn, he just called you a follow whore. He follow shamed you.
Why did it say this is
Follow-shamed you.
untitled? It didn't say untitled.
Anyways, one of the other news stories I had, crap, I just went blank on it. But it's 2 jackasses trying to Periscope at the same time. I know that they just announced Far Cry Primal, I believe it was called, and I've never played any of the Far Cry games. Have you played any of them? I just saw some gameplay through one of the guys I watch on YouTube, but that's about it.
I've played one of them. I don't remember if it was 2 or whatever, but
the last one that just came out was 4, wasn't it, or 3?
Yeah, it was either. I don't remember.
Oh, it was Far Cry 4, I believe.
Okay.
Anyway, I've never played any of them, but they look kind of interesting, so I might check out this new one.
Yeah.
You have any other news stories?
That was it. Nope, just the one for me.
Huh. Yeah, I didn't really have anything. We didn't we didn't get too properly prepared, on this one. That's because we figured if anything, we can always add some stories later on because Jeremy will probably take about 2 years to get this podcast up. So,
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Sucky for this.
Sure
on your camera?
Phone?
No, it's because
I'm pointing towards the light.
I'm pointing towards the light. Fine. Look, mine is working just fine.
Are you sure your screen brightness isn't just dim?
It might be.
Dumbass. Mr. Tech.
An Artard?
Android phone! Man, this end of this podcast is going to really suck.
Well, actually, it was just my brightness.
You had the shit down,
Yeah, save battery life.
Well, anyway, so, I guess that's our podcast for today. I'm going to end this since this fool's just amazed by the fact that he can raise the color on his screen, or the brightness.
Hey, this is my first time using Periscope, okay?
Well, that has nothing to do with the brightness on your screen. Your brightness on your screen goes for everything, jackhole.
Jackhole.
But you can follow us on Twitter at KVGT Podcast. Oh, right when I go to me, you decide to start talking. You can also find the Facebook our Facebook page at Facebook/KVGT Podcast.
Facebook.com/KVGT.
Okay, that too. You can also find us at KVGTpodcast.com. I wasn't done. And you can find Jeremy. Go ahead.
Just go to jeremycollier.com. I have everything there. You can find Almost Relevant Podcast there. You can find my writing stuff, my Steam Power Dreams. Yeah, pretty much. I stopped using Twitch. Other than that, yeah, Almost Relevant Podcast is... We go down any rabbit hole no matter how deep. There you go. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, well, if you find it boring, you can always leave, kid. Kiss my ass. Anyways, Angelo, do you have anything you'd like to plug?
Sure, you can find me
besides that redhead we saw earlier. Oh, wait.
Sure, you can find me on Facebook and Twitch on NiloAngelo420. YouTube is NiloAngelo02. Actually, you know what? I got a question before we exit this segment. I mean, this is more of a question for Jeremy, because I know Patrick ain't going to give up his big screen TV, but console gaming, would you prefer a TV or a computer monitor, Jeremy?
Well, I just bought a 32-inch computer monitor.
Uh-huh.
So as long as I have one that big, I don't mind. Either way. I'm not going to... I've gamed on 19-inch monitors before, and any serious gaming, honestly, I don't want to do on a smaller screen anymore.
Angelo's stuck with the smaller screen. He can't play on big screens anymore.
You mean I suck on big screen?
That's what I'm saying.
You just said he sucks on a smaller screen.
You're stuck on a smaller screen.
Oh, stuck.
Yeah, I know. He's always promoting them.
I know you like to suck on the big one, so...
I'm not you, okay?
So that's all your plugs, your YouTube and all that?
Yes, just YouTube and Facebook and Twitter.
Okay, so you can find me on Twitter at BigSolo64. You can find me on Instagram at PSolo64. You can also find the podcast Instagram at KVGT Podcast. And then you can go to Twitch. It's Solus_64 is my Twitch. You can follow my YouTube channel, Solus64. And I have a lot of videos going up recently. Like I said, more gaming videos and stuff like that. And yeah, so then I guess I'll let Jeremy do the plugs for our other plugs. Oh, you know what? You can also find me on my other podcast at It Be Like That Podcast. And you can also find us on same thing here, Stitcher, Spreaker, iTunes, everywhere you can find us. But my other podcast, It Be Like That Podcast, I do with my co-host Brian, and we kind of we kind of in between formats of what we're doing. We're still doing what we normally do, but we're kind of starting to wonder if we want to just stick to maybe a little bit of what we normally do with it be like that, as in like rants and stuff like that. But then also maybe just stick to the second half, just one story. We're kind of in between trying to figure, or one subject. We're kind of working out the kinks on that. We're still doing that. But check us out. Like I said, It Be Like That Podcast, IBLT Podcast on Twitter.
I will say that, opinion, every podcast should always be in transition. Because if you're not, then you're never going to grow.
Never going to get it, never going to get it, never going to get it, never going to get it. Oh.
So I kind of feel like, because, like you're saying, well, we're in between formats, I think that's a good thing. I think that if you do the same format for too long, that's why, if you think about KVGT, we've had 180 episodes. We've probably changed every 20 episodes, 25 episodes. We've changed something. I mean, we might still have the same format, but, I mean, we've added things, taken things away. And
that's true, because, I mean, like 20 episodes, and it takes you about 2 years to get each one up.
Exactly. So we're working on like 40 years now.
Yeah.
For the last 2 episodes. All right. So the last 2 things I want to promote.
Man, you're looking fat. I'm sorry, go ahead.
The last 2 things I want to promote is the Intrepid Audio Productions podcast. You can find them on Spreaker at Spreaker.com/IAP Podcasts.
I'm a little upset Matt hasn't asked me to be on the sportscast, especially the fact that the Raiders and the Bears just had a match together, and I would think that I would have been invited on the podcast for that, but I guess not. Geesh, Matt.
And the other one is,
I mentioned here earlier, so
I mentioned this podcast last week, and I'm going to go ahead.
Bears can kiss my ass.
I'm going to promote it one more time, since I think it's a valuable podcast, and that is the American Military History Podcast. And it's a little weird to talk about on our podcast, but it's a good way to learn American history through more of an interactive way, and it's a lot better than reading history books. He's still on the Revolutionary War. Last time I looked at the website, I think it was episode 14 or 18 or something like that. Still on the Revolutionary War. Each episode's about 20 minutes. I highly suggest checking it out. It's AmericanMilitaryHistoryPodcast.com. Yeah, and that's it. This has been a crazy episode.
Yeah, a lot of periscoping.
There's one thing I want to say is I forgot how fun it is to do it in person. We got to do this more. I don't know how it'll come out for the fans to listen to it.
Well, as of right now, the only place that we can really record, so
well, that's fine.
It's more of a you.
Angelo's moving back to the Bay Area. He's going to set up a dedicated podcast area.
Yeah, my in-laws.
His in-laws.
Whatever.
Well, all right then. That's up within this year, because God knows, Jeremy, who knows when he'll get it up. I'll keep moving hand movements, and you can't see that in my camera. But anyways,
and also you're doing a podcast, not a Periscope cast.
I'm doing both, baby. I diversify, but
diversify.
Okay. Anyways, all right. So until next time, deuces.